All right, let's talk about Asian American issues.
Oh!
Bye!
I hate Asian Americans.
Yeah.
Don't say that shit.
I'm
On your side, Bart.
Yeah, I love Asian Americans. What about Asian Americans?
No, you know why I say
What issue do you have against Asian Americans?
I'm tired of hearing hurtful shit because it makes me want to go out and retaliate. And I'm trying to be a
Good boy.
I'm trying to be a peaceful samurai. I'm tired of cutting people.
Samurai Joe.
True. Yes, there are a lot of bad things happening to the Asian American community these days, and I mean, but I feel like that's the case for any community.
Yeah.
And it's just a bad world. This story here focuses on a Chinese student who was going to a flight school in Texas, and to be specific, Denton, Texas, which is
I was right by your place.
yeah, I used to actually go to school at a UNT in Denton, so.
He went to
Oh,
Unt.
really? Wait, we went? I actually spoke at Denton.
Oh yeah? Oh cool, yeah.
Last
so-
year. Yeah, in spring.
Oh shit, okay, cool. Was that UNT?
Don't know.
Oh.
Denton University. Denton.
I don't think there's a Denton University.
DeVry University?
No, it was in Denton though.
Okay, it's gotta be University of North Texas.
Maybe like Denton Middle School.
Yeah.
Oh, middle school is good.
With that hairstyle, yeah.
But
Probably.
yeah, so this Aviation Academy, also known as the U.S. Aviation Group, it's like the most generic name for any flight school.
They learn how to fly.
But apparently it's like the top flight school in all of the country.
Cool.
And what they do here is a lot of different international airlines send their pilots to this specific school to get trained.
Oh, cool.
and to pass as pilots or whatever. And so a lot of Chinese airlines are sending their pilots to this school to get trained.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so which is actually great. I think more the merrier. I think passing along the information, having pilots have more of a standardized education would be great. But within this school, there seems to be a lot of discrimination.
Oh no, that sucks.
Why? They're like, we don't want no ching chongs on hair.
Yeah.
It seems that way, and let me show you a photo. And this photo kind of illustrates quite a bit. Here we go.
Chingalings.
Chingalings.
What does that say?
It's a lot of photos of Chinese pilots, students, and then up here it says, "Speak English only at all times." And then all these photos are of them holding a sign that says, "I don't speak English like I am supposed to."
What the
And this
fuck?
is just posted out in the hallways of the school.
Damn, that's fucked up.
And that says a lot. That says a lot right
Was
there.
that by the school or is it by like some
Bullies.
students that are just
For
doing
sure, some
this?
students, I think.
Student body, I think, is doing this. But it's got the U.S. Aviation Academy logo on this printed, on the paper.
Students could also make that too.
Oh no, for sure. But it's definitely within the confines of the school,
They're not American citizens and they're international students, right?
Yes, these are international students.
I don't think they understand that. Whoever made that
Oh,
poster.
they think they're Chinese immigrants and they're like, you should assimilate.
And it's also too. It's like, why do they always want you to speak English? Like, why? Like, why do they always say that?
Yeah, it's entitlement.
Ugh, it makes me so upset.
It's not like they want to hang out with these guys anyway.
You know what's funny though? It's they don't even know the law. Like we don't even have an official language.
Yeah, idiots.
We don't. Oh well.
Look it up.
Isn't that law? Like there's no law saying English.
English is not the official language of America.
No.
Interesting. And there is no official language of America.
Dude, this shit reminds me of my old job. My old boss, she used to always be like, "You need to speak English here. We're not in Mexico anymore. So stop speaking Spanish." We'd be on our fucking lunch break speaking Spanish because all of my coworkers were
What you do in your
Mexican.
private time? What happened to
Yeah.
privacy? What happened to fucking individual liberty? What happened to that,
Oh, it
bitch?
gets me so
Yeah.
mad. Stupid bitch. I'm so glad I don't work under you
These
anymore.
Chinese people probably don't even, if they can't speak it, they probably don't even know what they're holding.
They're like,
She's like, oh, can you hold this real quick? We're gonna take a photo. So they're probably like smiling and shit. Right?
yeah, hold on.
What if it was a blank piece of paper and they photoshopped over it?
Oh, I thought they.
Oh.
Okay, that
What
dude.
if?
They probably they could have got.
How do I zoom in more on this thing?
Oh, just with the mouse pad.
Mouse
Get
pad?
2 fingers and then pinch it out.
Yeah, like it's a vaginas.
Wait, what? It's not working.
Here,
Like
you,
the iPhone?
collab. No.
Oh shit.
Oh, no
How do I
collab
get out?
here.
Hold on, here.
How do I do it? I feel like one of the old teacher at the school. Like, hey, student, come help me.
I feel that all the time.
Wait, you have to double click and then do this and then do this.
Oh, okay.
Do like a
See, if they made them hold the signs with that already on there.
Their faces are blurred out, obviously to protect their identities and whatnot. But yeah,
That's so sad,
okay. So
man.
I see what they did.
They could have got a sign that said "Ching Chang Chong" and had them hold it up.
Yeah.
That's so sad. That's so.
They probably just think, okay, I'll hold it.
See, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's
So do we know
fucking
who
whack.
put up these posters? Is there CCTV footage? And are these motherfuckers getting reprimanded?
no, currently no. It's ongoing investigation. I haven't even gotten to the status part of it all.
There's worse.
Yeah, so
They're probably gonna get away with it.
So, in a suit filed on September 21st, parents of a particular student accused the school of discriminatory practices that target Chinese students. And then some of these discriminatory practices include Chinese-only physical tasks and humiliating punishments for those who violated its English-only speaking policy.
Like hazing, pretty much.
Hazing, exactly. And so some of the things that they were forced to do was, fuck, where'd it go?
And this is from the school? The school has a policy that...
Yeah. No. I think you know
Other
what?
students?
It's for sure other
I
students.
don't, yeah, it doesn't clearly state who it's from, but it sounds like I would assume it's from students. I don't know.
That's for sure probably other students.
Yeah, but like some of the things that they had to do in publicized images, violators were seen holding signs. One photo shows the students' 14-hour daily schedule that included holding doors open for the staff, cleaning scuff marks off the floors, and cleaning toilets at night. And this is all based on the Chinese-only physical task.
That sounds like it's from the school.
That is from the school.
Yeah, forcing these kids to do these punishments. That's what it sounds like.
Fucking wild.
Yeah, and the saddest part of this all is, and this is why there's an investigation going on within this now, is that this family that is filing the lawsuit, their son Yang, 21, was found dead
Yang.
on the morning of April 16th, 2019 in his dormitory from hanging.
Oh my
Suicide.
gosh.
Yeah, it's pretty sad. It's and this is the school's statement. The school's statement.
It's gonna be some backhanded shit.
The
watch.
school statement is, you should have learned English, bitch.
Yeah, so
It's gonna be some backhanded shit.
I know.
Chief Executive Officer has since refused to take responsibility for the death,
of
rejecting
course.
allegation of discrimination. He claims that Yang's poor mental health resulted from his own poor academic performance. In his words, Mr. Yan was a student who did not meet the FAA safety and quality standards. Then this is
No
like
empathy,
this is the
dude.
school.
Bro.
Yeah, the school requested permission to cease Mr. Yan's training from his airline in October 2018, from the Chinese airline, right? They initially denied our request, and we asked that they reconsider. They still denied the request, and so additional training was provided to Mr. Yan. He continued to perform below an acceptable level and fell further and further behind his classmates. Now, as we
I
look
see.
back, we all wish that the original request would have been accepted. Mr. Yan would be safely back home in China right now. And that was their official statement.
Wow, so they're blaming his poor performance
Yes.
in school for the reason why.
Well, I mean, for lawsuit reasons, they're gonna fucking dodge it.
Of course.
But that just makes people like they're
So
such
you know what that
pieces of
probably
shit.
means is that's probably a proof that they're the ones
Yeah,
with all
they-
these rules, you know.
And
Fuck.
in regards to the photo, they didn't comment on the photo, you know, on that, and the
Yeah.
incriminating photo of them holding the signs and all that. This guy adds, becoming a pilot also requires natural talent too. In our judgment, Mr. Yan did not possess the natural ability to become a pilot. We are deeply saddened that he was not allowed to return to China to pursue another career
What
path.
about all these like tasks that they're making students
Did
do?
not mention it. He did not
So
mention
that's
it.
it's them then. It's the school.
Yeah, it's totally the school.
Yeah.
Or regardless, you know what I mean? It's like a fraternity, right? Like an official chapter fraternity at a different university may not operate the same way that chapter will operate at a different university, but in that chapter, if those people are fucking doing fucked up things, like that whole chapter, that name, that fraternity is the one that's gonna be held accountable. You know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
just the people. They're representing something. So it's like, This whole fucking school.
So
fuck
what
this
happened?
shit.
What happens next then? Like what happens?
So the parents are now, and this is a photo of the parents. I'll show you a photo of the.
I hope this family gets
What are
cashed
the
out.
students saying? Like, are there any students that are coming out and being like,
A lot
yeah,
of
this
other
school's
Chinese
fucked up?
pilots. A lot of Chinese pilots are coming out saying they're backing the evidence of that photo and saying like, yeah, there's a lot of hazing going on.
Oh my God.
So these are the parents. It says, "Let me see my son, my dead son, for one last time."
That is so fucking sad.
And then that's the photo of the kid.
Oh man,
Yeah, happy guy.
he was getting some hot pot too.
Yes, he was getting
Damn.
hot
Pretty good.
Damn, that's so sad.
But yeah, so it's ongoing. The mom has now relocated to North Texas, and she's trying to get to the bottom of it and
Good.
trying to find out more of what happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, I don't know. Well, maybe we'll cover the, whatever comes of this. Hopefully, we'll find out soon.
That's
and,
so crazy. The fact that the school was completely like took no responsibility for anything.
Yeah.
Not even tried to say there was the students. Like they completely ignored everything. So to me, that's like.
It feels like the school's kind of guilty a little bit because
Yeah.
it's not like these are the 5 kids that fucked up.
Exactly.
And like we're expelling all 5 of them. It's almost like they're trying to like put up this like veil of like, oh, I don't know.
Well, I think because the problem with our system, I think, is if they do that, they're admitting to guilt, which means that they can be liable for a lawsuit and lose. Because in the public platform, they actually said, yeah, we fucked up. Now they could do a class action lawsuit and pretty much completely destroy the school and take millions and millions and millions.
I want to know what the non-Chinese students have to say about this. Like, did they
They
witness?
didn't provide any interviews from them. I don't
Like,
know.
did they notice that these Chinese students had to do, like, fucking open the doors for other people? Like, all that bullshit?
Doesn't seem like it. So another Chinese student said he said that in his words, I have personally observed students from other countries, including Cambodia, Africa, and Mexico. So like it's very international at this school. These people are speaking in their native language in front of the U.S. Staff, and they were never punished the way Chinese people were punished. So it seems like there is a
target.
deliberate target.
So how long ago was this?
This is pre-COVID, so that's kind of interesting because you would think, as I'm reading, I'm thinking this is maybe it's COVID related, but he passed
They're like,
away.
fucking, it's your guys' fault for bringing COVID.
April.
Right, he passed away in April 2019.
Oh, I
so it's
see.
well before the COVID stuff happened.
So this flight school is it's pretty like diverse in the way where a lot of different people from different countries come here to learn how to be a pilot, and then they go back to like whether it's Asia or Africa
yeah,
or
wherever
whatever.
the airline is stationed
Yeah,
at, they go
and
back
then they
work
become
there.
pilots
Yeah.
of those companies. So the staff is used to a very diverse group of people.
But it's the U.S. staff that is infringing on the Chinese students for some reason. Yeah.
Wow.
They probably see them as easy targets, and they're just gonna keep doing it
Yeah, and
over
that's
and over
kind of
again.
like the case. I feel like with a lot of stuff that's happening, like in New York City, and and like in San Francisco Bay Area, it seems like a lot of people are taking advantage of Asians and specifically Chinese people being kind of smaller and
Older
quiet
population
and
too,
whatever.
right?
Yeah, and then don't think that they're gonna fight back or whatever.
I don't condone violence and I don't condone retaliation, but I do think sometimes if fools try to bully you, you should just punch them in the face one time.
I disagree with you. You have to retaliate.
Then why should
Straight
you
up.
stop condoning all these things? That's so like.
When we can get in
anti-art.
trouble for legal issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So don't listen to me. I was joking. I don't condone that either.
He does condone it.
But also, like, sometimes you have to, be forceful
should
with
stand
how you
up
act.
for yourself.
Sometimes you gotta pop someone in the nose real quick.
You can't be an easy target. Like, I'm not saying you are an easy target. I'm just saying, like, you have to always make it, a little difficult.
Standing
I
your
agree,
ground.
Stand up for
man.
yourself. You have to
Yeah.
make. You can't. If this is just in the context of a bully, right?
Yeah.
If someone's bullying you,
Like your wife or something.
yeah, like my wife, I have to. I gotta fucking.
You have to body slam her.
What's up?
Suplex.
Yeah.
You have to show her who's boss.
Yeah.
I ain't cooking dinner tonight. What the fuck?
And I get in her face like this.
Yeah.
And then you make out.
And then she looks at me and I go, sorry, my bad. But because I did this initial action, she thought about it and
Yeah.
she kind of was
She's gonna
like,
think twice next time.
yeah, exactly.
Happy anniversary.
And then you really get in trouble.
You gotta pick your battles though. You gotta pick your battles. You can't just do it over everything. You gotta you gotta know when to do it. There has to be a breaking point. You have to have boundaries. It's called boundaries, okay, guys?
Yeah.
Set those boundaries so when someone infringes on that, then you have
Draw the line.
you have
The mob blankets.
exactly. So
Bye.